Hello and welcome to Stocks Advisors channel. In today's episode, we will talk about MicroStrategy Incorporated, traded at Nasdaq, ticker name MSTR. Well, MicroStrategy is a beautiful example of finishing triangle. If you look here clearly, after mid of February, where we start our decline sequence, we see a formation of triangle and looks like it is about to finish at any moment. And we are now at the top of it. So there could be another small, let's say, decline towards the line R1, let's call it, and the top one will be R2. So we still might have a small decline here towards R1 and then major rebounds. Or we could do it already by slow piercing of R2 and already going high. We will see, but also don't need to forget that end of the week is coming, of the trading week, and it might be that it will be still the first case instead of the second one. But in any way, this is really interesting stock because the levels of decline, the levels of volatilities overall are enormous here. If you look, we went all the way to 130 plus, 1,300 plus. Actually, now we're about 703. And all stories started from August here, where we were really below 150. And actually from the August mid, we were just at 150 and we made really huge growth. So of course, after that, you usually expect a major correction. Here it took place in form of the triangle, and usually these kind of triangles are bullish, especially if you look at other parameters like RSI is actually reversing upwards. So we might go again to strongly oversold area where we know the stock might be. It was there in December, it was there by beginning of the year in February. So all the time we see this pattern. Also, you see that the volume is not increasing that much already. So there is a drain of the volume, meaning that there is less exchange. So everyone is waiting for stronger action. And MACD histogram is just beautiful after having two negative waves and fake recovery. Now it made another wave and it looks like a truly recovery. Why it was fake recovery? Because here we see MACD wave was recovering first one like this, and this is very important. So at the recovery, the second derivative of the recovery was smaller than zero, so it's a recovery with deceleration. Usually it means that there won't be major price action, and indeed there was no major price action here at the point of about 22nd of March. But the second one is recovering like this. So it's here, if you look, its second derivative is higher than zero, meaning that it has a power. Still, of course, the question how much, but it has a power to pierce, to make a push in the price. Also, if you look at moving averages themselves, here we have, as always, at our daily charts, three moving averages presented, 20, 50, and 200 being green, blue, and red line correspondingly. Here on the left, you see their ledgers. So here you can see that moving average 200 was decelerating. Now it's flattening, so it's going up flat, meaning that its deceleration is finished and it might decide, or actually that, of course, it won't decide, but I mean, the price action might decide that moving average 200 will start accelerating, so going higher. And we have now the situation that moving average 20, the green line, is flattening and looks like it's also to go higher, making magic cross up when it will hit from the bottom moving average 50, this blue line. And by that, we should have, if everything goes classically, here pricing jump. Anyway, it's still very nice price action because still we have a lot of gap to fill, and it's not given that we will, of course, pierce go higher than this 1,300, but it still might give us a nice profit, and our target profit is always, at our usual target profit is 10 to 15%. And once you take it, you can either re-enter or check out the opportunities at our channel. You can also find plenty of videos where you could do similar situation according to our opinion analysis. So that's the target price, the target profit, sorry, and it's still possible to do it here. So the question, how to enter, how to play? Well, that's very simple. We just need to buy anything in this small finishing triangle. So anything inside, which will make it about 625 to 700. So let's write it. Of course, it's huge. You can say, well, 625 to 700. You can say, well, it's more than 10% channel. It is indeed, but also you see the price declines and the price volatilities are also huge. So we have to take these big channels. Still, you need slowly to enter in the channel. I will talk at the end of this video how to do it. So for now, this was the first channel. What is still possible here, the triangle might go a little bit, let's say, not that sharp. So what might happen, the lower part of it, because we might also form it by lows, not only by bodies. And if this would be happening, the price could pierce further a little bit, and it might take still one further decline, let's say, and this is still technically possible, and only then we will rebound. If this is going to happen, we just the reason for that is also because there we have in the vicinity of 1,500 we have this very strong volatility channel that was taking place during the previous price action increase in mid of January, and this might be also as a strong attractor here. So we need to be prepared to buy within if needed, still within the technical, let's say, play, and this would be between simply speaking between 500 and 560. I'm not writing here cents because on these numbers it doesn't matter actually. So it will be between 500 and 560. Slight pierce of the triangle might be taking place, but then it should again rebound higher. And still, if negative catalyst comes, this we always talk about this at our channel. It's not expected to go. There is no, let's say, indication for that, but there is something which is called negative catalyst. It could be, simply speaking, bad news or something else which kicks in. It could be global market situation or whatsoever, which you never know when it's coming, in which form, but if it's coming, you need to be prepared. And usually what people do, they take losses with an unfortunate feeling, but we are prepared, and if we are, then we know that it should go to another principal support level, channel actually, and this is here. Why is it very principal? Because it's the one, again, reconfirmation that was taking place in December, but also it's just below moving average 200, so it will be extremely strong one, and it will be barely any actually negative catalyst that will be able to, barely no negative catalyst actually will be able to pierce. So this will be between 260 and actually 340. And now how to enter and how to buy, because it's still, let's say, okay, we know the levels, we know the target for the profit, it's 10 to 15%. And we know what to do with negative catalyst coming. Now, how to buy? It's still very classical, so we buy with 1 to 2. It's usual advice, but of course sometimes it differs at our channel if there is more risky stock, usually for smaller market capitalization companies. But here it's still like that. And what does it mean? It means that you can play with 5 portions. So the money you would like to play, if in this position, you can split in 5. Then you can buy with 1 portion in the first channel, which is the most probable game. You can still keep 2 portions to average down in the second channel, which is less probable, but still within the technical expectation. And then, if any negative catalyst comes, just to keep it for mitigating the risks, you can buy again, or just keep those funds. Never use them, just always keep them. It's really to be safe, maybe sacrificing possible profit, but then taking no possible loss. It's another 2 portions to buy in the third channel if negative catalyst kicks in. With this will be the best optimization for profit versus loss, with this being numerical card. If you are more for graphical representation, you could look here. And this is actually the trading card. You can print it out, save it, and use it for trading. Now, how to buy in these broad channels. Indeed, the channels are quite broad, and when you have 1 portion or 2 portions to buy within the channel, of course you don't need to buy immediately at the top of the channel, neither you need to wait till the end of the channel, because it also might not be coming. Imagine we need to buy in the last channel, and you have these 2 portions. So if you buy at the top, you might miss still, because it might go lower, and then you won't average down in the best way. But if you wait until the bottom, it might not be coming even, so you will lose the opportunity to average down. So how to buy? The way to buy within the channel is that you need to subsplit your money. Imagine these 2 portions. If we, for example, speak for the last channel, we can subsplit in another 2 or 3 sub portions. Let's do 3 sub portions. And then you can slowly enter within the channel. So on the top one, somewhere in the middle, and a little bit lower. And with this being said, and with this being bought, your average price within the channel will be closer to the middle. So whenever the rebound takes place, you will be in the best possible statistically position to average down. So this 5 portions play means that actually you play with even more portions but sub-split. So enter slowly within the channel. Do it smartly, cautiously, and never forget that trading is your exercise for your patience. The first exercise you have in your trading is your patience exercise. All the rest will come after that. So with this being said, that's all for MicroStrategy. Quite classical pattern formation together with risk mitigation should be very low risky play here, with the reasonable profit within reasonable time. So good luck with it, and do not forget to subscribe to our channel if first time watching this video. Please press the bell button. This way you will not miss our new videos and new interesting discussions for US-based stocks.